there should be subtitles then. Oh, there we go. Well, that's a great way to start.
Гудини, как все. Ну, больше стокфиш предпочитаем. Договорились.
Okay.
Стой, в какие моменты?
Just set some context here because we're watching this video. This is, I believe, this is Vladislav Kachov. I don't know. I mean, I pronounce the Russian names terribly, but this is Vladislav Kachov from. He's originally, I actually don't know where he's from. He might be from Moldova, one of those countries, from former Soviet Union. He's lived in France for many years, and of course, this is Danil Dubov. Now, I'm pretty sure, I won't spoil it, so let's just watch. The music is too loud. I'll turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, I'll turn it down just a little bit. It's still too loud? No, the music should be much better now. No, the music should be better now. It sound is perfect now. Okay. Okay.
Конь G4 с идей на ладье E4. Конь C5.
Now the music stops. Let me up the volume a little bit so now you guys can hear it. Yeah. Let me turn the volume up to 200% temporarily. Hopefully there's no more music here. So let's go back just a bit.
Конь G4 с идей на ладье E4. Конь C5, конь E5, конь F2.
Oh, so wait, so he told him a sequence. So okay, so what he told him is he told him a sequence of moves here. He said knight g4 with the idea that rook e4, knight c to e5, knight takes e5, knight takes f2. So actually, yes. Now of course to be, oh sorry, move my cam. Now to be clear, of course Dubov is acting here like that. This is they both know what's going on. But the point is, like, you see what he says here is he gives like the idea. So he doesn't actually give all the moves. Hans doesn't cheat over the board, so this is irrelevant. This is not about Hans, actually. This is the fact that this is a video from 7 years ago, and this is 7 years ago, and technology has improved infinitely from that point, just to show how serious of a thing it is. Now, does he even, I don't know if he has an earpiece or he was moving his hand funny, so I don't know. I'm actually not sure like where it is. Let's see. So you see what basically what he's saying here is like when you go knight g4, rook e4, you go knight c to e5, knight takes knight, you have a rook on f8, so knight takes f2 is forking. Oh wait, no wait, but there's queen b3 check. Maybe. Okay, maybe there's queen b3, king h8, knight f7 takes knight e4. Yeah, now I'm actually like, let me open a chess. Let me go to chess.com analysis. 1 second. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. Who's telling him? I don't actually know. So give me 1 second. Let me go to chess.com analysis, create this new board. Let me put up a board very quickly, change the scene for 1 second. And here's what we have. Okay, what we have in this game, we had a Spanish. We have this bishop b5, a6. I think it was something like f5, and then I think it was c3, bishop f5, castles, bishop d3, rook e1. I think it was something like this. Is the knight on a3? Let me go back to the video. The knight's on b1. So oh wait, no, so it's like this here, rook e3, and then knight g4. This is what it was. And what he was saying rook e4, you go knight e5, knight e5, knight f2, and after queen b3, king h8. Again, I'm not using a super strong engine, but it's saying that black is better here by 0.6 because now I have to go like knight f7, takes, and material is even here, but white is 3 pieces that are underdeveloped. So why exactly I do know all that? Because I'm looking at the board. They just showed the whole game. So basically what he's saying here is like when the guy says knight g4, he's saying you play knight g4 and then you're gonna follow it up with knight e5 no matter what. Vlad is a GM. Yes, Vlad, by the way, to be clear, the players in this game, these are very high level players, just to be completely clear. Like Vladislav, actually, fun fact, Vladislav Kachev, the guy who's playing with the black piece in this game, I actually, when I made my first Grandmaster Norm in the Dominican Republic, I beat him in the final game with the black pieces. So he is someone that I have played against. But the point is, like, he's a very strong Grandmaster, very strong Grandmaster. He's like 2650. I mean, very good player. Did I play him recently? I don't know if I played him recently, but anyway, let's keep going. Yep, knight c5. Knight ce5, of course.
e8.
e8. Oh yeah, because queen e8 is the right move, I bet. Let's go back here. So to follow up what's going on here, we have king h8. Okay, we have this position. Let me change the scene again. We have this position. Okay, and now Dubov plays rook d4 here because the point is if you move the rook to like e1, I take materials even. But by going rook d4, white's temporarily up a piece here. White's temporarily up a piece. But the point is if black takes, you win the queen. But now he says go queen to e8, and now the rook can't take the queen. And now you're going to take the pawn. So let's keep going with the video. Let's change the scene again, of course. Let me move this up one. There we go. Let's keep going. Queen e8's played. By the way, they're obviously both in on this game. They're both in on this because it's just, you know, a video. But I like Dubov's acting skills there. Dubov's got a good. That's good acting. The way that he looks up here, like. I should move my cam so you can see it, but the way that he looks up here is really, this is really funny. This is good acting. Yeah, this is great acting by Dubov here. All right, so let's keep going. But you know what's nuts about this, by the way, is this actually, like, I'm getting really interested in this as like a chess player, because this actually looks like it looks like white's winning here, but white's actually losing after knight h3, because even though white has an extra piece, there are 3 pieces that are undeveloped. So this is just game over. This is actually just game over, which is I haven't seen this game, to be clear. Like, I haven't seen this game. I'm familiar with the video, but of course I haven't seen it for a million years. This is, wow, this is crazy. It's a pretty cool game nonetheless, though. But this is another thing that I would say, like, when we talk about like the psychology, if you're playing someone where you're worried that something is wrong, there's one basic truth, which is that as a human, if you're playing computer, you try to avoid tactical positions. Like, anything that's tactical, you lose, and you lose no matter what. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. You just flat out lose because humans cannot calculate tactics. So you try to avoid and play more positional, which is why, like, if you talk about like the situation like with Hans, like, it is not about like saying he is or is not cheating. But if you look at the situation, if there's any inclination that you think something might be going on, you're already predisposed to try and play something that's more positional and not go into tactics. You're already in your mind, there's you're trying really hard. Why learn about cheating? Because I think the fact is a very serious issue at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. So let's keep going with the video. Here we go. Let me change the scene, of course. There we go. Let's keep going. So wait, so it's in his hand? It's just in his hand? It's in his hand, right? Is it in his hand, or is it it's in his ear? But see already, like, it's crazy because now like you're looking at it, and it's and now it's like I'm thinking the hand is the signal. Jeez. Okay, it's in the ear. Okay, now keep in mind, you guys, again, this is 7 years ago. I wasn't looking at his ears. See. But I wonder, is bishop g5 the right move? I'm kind of curious. Yep, it is. Yep, you guys, bishop g5 is minus 27.8 on the chess.com engine. He needs a second though, because I bet, is it the only move that's winning? I wonder. Let me see. Is it the only move that's winning? Let me add 3 lines. Okay, now see here's an example though, and this is a problem. See, so bishop g5 is mate in 23 according to the chess.com engine. However, rook takes f3 is also minus 24.8, and queen g6 is minus 5.5. So in this game, you don't have to play the top computer move. In fact, there might even be more than 3 moves that are winning, but you could play rook takes f3 or queen g6, which also just win. You don't have to find the absolute best move. But anyway, let's get back to the video, of course, and we'll change the scene, and here we go. Let's keep going. Okay, good acting.
Пойди b4 на b.
I don't know. I don't speak Russian, you guys, but is this actually correct? Is this correct? He said, is this actually correct? Is this correct? And gloat. Is this actually correct? Is there anybody here who speaks Russian? Is that what he actually said? It's correct. Okay. Oh, yeah. I figure there's got to be somebody who speaks Russian. Yeah. This video is a joke, of course, just to be clear. I mean, it is a joke, but anyway, let's keep going.
Пойди опять, поглумись.
Why is he crouching? Because this is a very, I think this is just an amateur video, and I think he's literally like behind them. Because again, they're in on this. Like they're acting. I mean, Dubov and Kachev they're acting here, or Kachov. They're acting here in terms of what they're doing. But I mean, he could just be like in another room watching, for example. But of course, they set up in like one room. They're doing a very basic video. That's the reason. Okay.
Ну ладно, что, достаточно, да. Устроил экзекуцию сегодня. Ну, бывайте на проруху. На старуху проруха. Ну давай, спасибо. Давай-то до следующего.
No, I mean, this is really good. I'll move my cam again, but this is like really funny. Actually, I'll just put my cam up here for a second. I mean, it's really funny. It's like, man, what a circus! Like, it's good acting. Give this man an Oscar. Yeah. Okay, until next time. I feel so gotten a lot stronger recently. Oh man. Jeez. Yeah, a lot stronger.
Ну что, старичок, по-моему, все отлично. Надо бы какие-то детали доработать. Но думаю, что прокатит в любом опыте.
Порвем всех.
Yeah, so anyway, you guys, I did want to just cover that video because like it came to my attention. I did actually see it posted on our chest. That's pretty small. Now again, this is not even really about Hans in terms of talking about this. The fact is though that this is a very serious issue, and I do feel like the chess world is really sort of not taking this sort of stuff seriously, and will do for any open. That's the other part about this is very scary when you look at something like this, is that at the end of the day, there is not the security at the events that are not the absolute top level tournaments. That's the reality. At tournaments which are not like the Singfield Cup, for example, there is not security. That's just the reality. So why is Dubov wasting his life with chess? He should become an actor. Yeah, I mean that's a good one, you guys. However, it looks like I'm gonna have like a meals thing to cover as well very shortly. But keep in mind, you guys, this was 7 years ago. And nothing to do with Hans. Well, I think it's brought up a bigger topic here. I mean, it's brought up this bigger topic of cheating and whether it's possible, not possible, and how we deal with that. Is anyone claiming that someone could have done this in modern trading with anti-cheating measures in low-level tournaments where there's no coverage? I don't know about that, but I will say that outside of the super top-level tournaments, and this is I said it yesterday, this is the reason why I refuse to like talk about any of the specific stuff, is because outside of the absolute top tournaments, it probably costs the organizers a bunch of money to get like metal detectors, everything else to prevent such things. So like when you know, this is 7 years ago. Takashi was making the joke about we'll do for any open, and unfortunately he's not wrong about that. He is not wrong at all. He's not wrong. So it is a very serious issue. It's something that, you know, you hope that will be taken seriously. I think that's actually the bigger picture question at the moment. Metal detecting one is $50 at the candidates. They did something, they had some special thing, like some thermal thing or something, where they were scanning ears and everything else as well. The only reason is money, of course. No one cares about elo. Yeah, so talking about it also makes it harder for someone to do it, raising the barrier of entry by busting the techniques. That's a very good point. The thing though that really perturbs me about this video is that this is a video from 7 years ago. That's what really perturbs me about this. This is not like this is a video I would have expected to see like last week or 2 weeks ago, but this video was released on May 2nd 2015, you guys. May 2nd 2015. So it's like it is a very serious thing. They checked your something with the thermo thing. No, they put some thermo thing by your ears. I think they just scanned up and down. So it was some thermal thing. I don't know what it was exactly, but yeah, it's what it is. So this was 7 years ago. Obviously technology keeps moving forward and advancing, so it is a very serious topic to keep in mind.